What's up, man? I just couldn't help but talk about this issue. It was when Method Man uh, was talking about the East versus West beef that went off because of Vibe magazine. The East versus West beef that had involved Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. The beef that led both of the rappers to have an untimely death, you know, and he was being interviewed with the Huffington Post when he was talking about this situation and the conflict of those two men. Uh, and he's basically saying that, you know, it's Vibe magazine. I mean, matter of fact, I'll let you listen to this shit.
And this is the reason why I don't like doing interviews for anything hip hop as far as magazines go.
Really?
Because they are the bloodsuckers of the culture, if you ask me. They're the reason why a lot of this crap that's coming out now flies, because they co-sign it, and what the people don't understand is they're paid
What kind
to
of
co-sign
crap?
it.
Like creating beef, kind of basically between all the
Creating
artists?
beefs. That I mean, with that East-West crap, Vibe has to take a lot of. They should have got a bullet.
Wow.
They should have got a bullet instead of Pop or Big.
You think Vibe exacerbated the
When they put
situation?
that cover up with Big and Puff on there, when Big took that picture, he didn't take that picture thinking East versus West. He took a picture thinking, I'm going to be on the cover of Vibe. Mm-hmm. What came after is what solidified East-West beef for all the dumb motherfuckers around that don't know how to think for themselves. You know, maybe, you know, they just don't like West Coast people. Maybe they just don't like East Coast people, but that fueled the fire.
Was Hit 'Em Up before or after that magazine cover, though? Because I listened to Hit 'Em Up the other day.
Hit 'Em Up came out before, I believe. But Pac even said himself, you guys injected yourselves into a beef. It was just between me and Bad Boy. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. He said it himself.
All right, you see what I'm saying? Right there, just the last few seconds of that interview, when Homeboy said that Pac put out Hit 'Em Up before, or was that after that Vibe cover that you over there bitching about? And Meth Man said that he put it out before, but Pac even said himself that this beef was just between me and Bad Boy. It ain't have nothing to do with nobody else. He said it himself. That part right there, you know what I'm saying? It's some bullshit, because if you really cared about privacy of a situation, then you wouldn't be making music videos about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that long ago. Everybody remembers that he was out there on every occasion talking about this shit, bringing mad attention to this shit. The motherfucker could be getting interviewed for one thing and then just fucking all of a sudden just break out into a rant about how much he hates fucking Bad Boy, you know? So he was promoting this shit. He knew what he was doing. He was stirring a pot. The media is just going to do what the media does. This is nothing new. What's going on now has been what's going on then and before. As soon as media was invented, man, that's what we call propaganda. You know what I'm saying? And the sheep will always follow propaganda, and more people are in control of propaganda than you think when it comes to them doing shit for political reasons. I mean, for promotional reasons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted the world to be involved in this shit. So if he did say, why the hell is everybody all involved in this shit, I'm sure he's just playing games with the interviewer just to keep the shit stirred up. You know what I'm saying? I love Pac, but let's be real about this shit. So, with Method Man, yeah, the media can be assholes and they can stir shit up and cause all types of propaganda because of the media. That shit has been going on. You can't stop that type of shit. Anybody that has that type of control is going to eventually put whatever agenda they want to put or do whatever they're going to do for their bottom line, which is more money. They're going to promote drama. Let's be real. We all understand that. So for him acting like people at Vibe needs to be shot instead of Big or Tupac, I feel like it's a little out of line. Just because, you know what I'm saying, them motherfuckers just doing whatever the fuck they do, man. You know? That Vibe cover was completely after the aftermath of the bullshit. They was just fucking hopping on the bullshit train with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just basically what I wanted to say about that. You know, I love Meth, that's my nigga and all that, but, you know, I just feel like he was just kind of off base a little bit, you know? He wasn't on the square a little bit on that whole tirade. But I do respect where he's coming from and what a lot of black media and what they choose to promote. You know, so it is a bit of a situation, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. LOD World DNT. Peace.